look, I get it. Maybe your childhood wasn't that great. Maybe your parents messed you up. Maybe you never got the love, support, or stability you needed. But here is the thing. Nobody is coming to fix that for you. You need to do that by yourself. This video will show you how to break free from your past, stop using it as an excuse, and finally to take full control of your life. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I see Cherie. So let's get started. You become who you are thanks to your childhood. Because if you wouldn't go through all of this, you wouldn't be here, like doing things that you do, living the life you live right now. All of those things and situations that you've gone through, you needed them in order to learn something, to learn a certain thing, to get this experience. And now you're like this. So don't blame your childhood. Even if it was like not the best, if you wouldn't have those problems, you wouldn't be here. And even if today you're not that happy with your life, you have plenty of things to be grateful for, but you just don't notice them because you want something bigger, something more obvious, but it all takes time. So stop treating your bad childhood like a negative thing, and a really mature person will take that as a lesson, learn something, and move on. Nobody owes you a perfect life. Not your parents, not society, your friends, no one. It's all your responsibility. And if now you don't have the life of your dreams, it's because you're not doing enough. That's the only one reason you made this decision to live like this, to create this life. No one did that instead of you. Stop blaming and stop demanding from your parents and the whole world that you need me this just because in the childhood I went through such a traumatizing period of time. We all had some problems in childhood and we still have problems and we need to solve them without blaming the whole world and saying how life is unfair. Blaming your childhood is just another excuse to stay weak, because there are so many people who continue even nowadays, even when they are adults, saying, oh, you know, I had this in my childhood, like my parents weren't treating me right, so that's why I'm like this. Now you're an adult, you can make your own decisions, but you decide to act as a child. You just don't want to take any action, because if you're complaining about the past, it means that the past has still this power over you. So of course you can't enjoy the present. You can't even think about the future. You can't change something from the past. You can take a lesson, you can learn and move on, but you can't change it. And furthermore, why do you need that? People who hurt you back then, they are not suffering, but you are suffering instead, because you are so focused on this. But as for those people, they don't think about that. They have their own lives, so you're the only one person who loses here, because you're not able to take action. You're not able to forgive them. Actually, people, they can forgive anything. No matter what bad thing happened to them, they can do that, because we're all different and we all conform to different things. And forgiving, it's not actually forgetting about everything that another person did to you. It's just accepting that you've closed this story and you're moving forward. It doesn't mean that, oh, now this person can treat me the same because I forgave her. No, you don't even need to talk to this person to forgive her. You can do that by yourself. Yeah, I just say, okay, I'm done with this story. I had this experience, I took certain lessons, and now I'm moving forward because it has no control over me anymore. Actually, people don't need to know your traumas, as they can use that. And every single time when you talk about your trauma, people understand that, okay, if it's so painful for you, why not to use it? So people will use that. Just keep your trauma to yourself. You need to heal yourself and trust only those people whom you can really trust. Don't talk to everyone about your traumas, about every single thing that happened to you in your childhood, because you're just giving this case to this person. One more thing is that time doesn't heal anything. Action does. Because if you just continue waiting, expecting that something will change, and actually I don't like these phrases that time heals, because no, it doesn't work like this. If you don't change anything, if you don't work on yourself, time will not change anything, because time is not magical, you know. For example, if you had a crush on someone, now you haven't seen this person for a very long period of time, and perhaps yet you don't think about this person anymore, but that same moment when you see this person again, everything will just get back to the same point. You just didn't see this person, you didn't have any memories, any connection to her, but now the story repeats. So it's about time. Time doesn't heal. What you need to do is to work on yourself. Why did I meet this person? Maybe I had to take a certain lesson to learn something. Think about that, because every single person that comes to our life, no matter whether that person is good or bad for us, they all come with a certain purpose. It's not like nothing happens in life just because. Everything has a reason. And now let's get to the tips. Self-parent, like your life depends on it, because actually it does. And by self-parenting, I mean that you take responsibility, you make choices, you make decisions, even if they can be incorrect. And at the end, you can feel, I just learned something, I didn't lose anything. Start taking care of yourself, because no one will do that better than you. Find something that you really like. Start paying attention to your life. You need to take all this attention and time that you spend on other people on social media and to give that to yourself. Surround yourself with people who hold you accountable. If most of the time you spend your time like this, talking about your problems with other people, you're not solving them, and it will not motivate you to take action. Because complaining about your problems is much easier than taking action. You need some people, even it can be like just one person, who will tell you the truth, that you know what, I understand that, okay, you have this problem, it's your trauma, but you need actually to put yourself together and to get to work. It can be harsh, it can be difficult, I know, but you need to do that. This type of people will force you to move forward. But as for all those listeners, they will just, like, yeah, I understand you, yeah, that's so like sad, yeah. You need to listen to harsh advice. Stop sharing your problems with people who don't deserve to know this information, because not everyone has to know your trauma, your problems. Develop self-discipline. Okay, even if today I'm in such a bad mood, I want to dwell on my past, I want someone to listen to me, to pity me. You have your routine and you need to do that, no matter how you feel. Sometimes you can allow yourself to spend your day like this, but it cannot be every day. So create a routine. Just those things that will help you grow, that will help you get out of this constant circle of your past problems plus problems that you have in the present. For example, you can go to the gym, do sports, read books, listen to something like courses, audiobooks, create a blog if you want, because actually creating a blog is the best thing that you can do if you, for example, have a certain problem but you're already on the way to resolving it. Because if you just want to create a blog in order to share with people how bad your childhood was, actually it will not work, because people can relate to that, but people need solutions as well. That's great to know that there are people like me in this world, but people also need solution. If you're already on this way to healing, you try new things, you can do that. You can share your story, share your tips. Don't allow yourself just to live every day to sort it like, okay, I don't know what will happen today, but I'm ready for anything. No, your day has to be planned. And actually when your day is planned, you have less time for complaining about your problems, because you're taking action. Cut off toxic people. Even our family is not saint. Let's be real. There are so many people who have really toxic families. There are parents who will say, oh, like, why are you doing this? Do like us, look at us. So when you try something new, they don't motivate you. They are not happy for you because you're different. So many people have this belief about family that if we're a family, we need to be equal. We can't have any differences, like it's forbidden. So when you try something new, they just look at you. Okay, it's the best case if they just look at you and in their minds they criticize you. But if they just stop you from doing those things, don't you dare to do that. I will not talk to you if you do that. Wow, that's already manipulation. And there are people like this. So your task, as you're already an adult, is just to cut off these people. I don't need to end all the communication with them. No, like sometimes you can talk to them, but it's not a constant communication. Even family members can hold you back because they are scared, they've never tried something that you want to try, so they will do anything to stop you. If you see that every single time when you talk to them, you feel empty because you're just trying to prove something to them. That's the sign that you need to stop this communication, to limit your communication with them. And you have the whole right for that because it's your life and you need to do everything that will protect your peace, even if it's your family. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you soon in my next videos. Bye!